Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Yo.
So this is the recap video, season 4, episode 10. The mirror has 3 faces.
Yes.
The episode wasn't fantastic, but it was the second best that we've seen this season. Not really much to compare it to.
I think it was the best one since the season premiere.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
When it comes to information, you know what I mean? Okay. We start out, Emily, Mrs. De Laurentiis wants Emily and her mother to move into their house instead of staying at a hotel.
Creepy much?
Hannah talks her into it and makes her do it, so that's that. Ezra is a mess, and we don't know what it's about in the beginning, although we knew what it was about.
We figured what it was about, but he's flustered, he's locking himself out of his classroom, etc., etc. Obviously, we knew it had something to do with Malcolm and the fact that he wasn't on the birth certificate, and we said it last week, but anyway.
We'll get to it. Wren is working with Mona and trying to talk to her and everything, and he shows her a picture. Okay, I'm trying to think back. There was a horse in that picture. There was a father with
holding a baby up
holding
in
a
the
kid
air,
up in the air, or throwing a kid up in the air, and there was a girl with black hair
and a cow
with a coat.
With a cow.
That's all we'll say for now.
Yes.
Mona says she wanted to make up for all the things that she's ever done to the girls by killing Detective Wilden. Because Detective Wilden was trying so hard to pin Allie's murder on these girls. Then Wren proceeds to say to her, "You used to be honest with me." Which, what does Wren know about Mona that we don't? And then Mona says, "That's before I found out you've been keeping secrets." What the fuck is going on right now? I'm very confused. I don't know. Okay, so Toby gets the manila envelope. It opens it and the note says, "Leave the lamb alone and go for the lion. Kisses, A." Everybody, Spencer thinks, oh yeah, it means leave E. Lamb alone and go for the lion, meaning Dr. Palmer. Leave E. Lamb alone and go for the lion, meaning Wren. We know that Wren and E. Lamb have a little bit of a past. They're kind of making it seem like it was Dr. Palmer, but we really think it's Wren that A is referring to. It's, okay, they're in Allie's room, and Mrs. De Laurentiis comes in and says, "It's so nice to see you girls here. It's as if you never left." That was kind of creepy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, give me the creeps a little bit. What else happened? Hannah wants to go to Radley and see Mona, and Caleb is pissed.
And Caleb is intelligent.
Very
and doesn't
smart.
want her to go.
Which brings us to our next point. Hannah sees Wren in the coffee shop, whatever she does, and she brings up CeCe. How does Wren know CeCe? She says, "Oh, you gave her access to see Mona last time." At first, he says, like, why do you want to get to see CeCe or whatever, or why do you want to talk about CeCe, as if he knows her. And then he continues to say he was never the one that let her into Radley. It was one of the nurses. So it's obviously he knows her from before Radley, and it has nothing to do with Mona. He obviously knows her before then.
Call me strange. Call me looking into shit too much, but what doctor misspells the word diagnosis? Granted, he just missed the G, but still. I'm not a doctor, and I know how to spell diagnosis.
I don't, but besides the point. Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking too much into that, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
Something's up with him. Like, what is going on? We've been calling it since the beginning. Wren, I don't know. They're kind of making it seem right now like, oh, like, he is really on the A team, and he's this, and he's that. But I'm kind of like, we're kind of thinking now, like, maybe he's not on the 18, but maybe he's just up to no good. Like, maybe he's on the in the NAT club. Maybe he has something to do with the whole Melissa Ian, and, you know.
I still think he's big A.
Whatever. I'm just saying that that's what they're making it seem like.
Like Sarah said, I know that, like, yeah, obviously we said, oh yes, Wren, big A. And now they're making him look all suspicious and shit. But
Making him look
he's making himself look suspicious. Just because he's making himself look suspicious doesn't mean he's a good guy and that he's really not still suspicious.
That's how we tend to think, like PLL fans. We tend to be like, oh, they're making it look so suspicious, so it's definitely not him.
And usually that is the case, but in his case,
something's up.
I think something's up.
So he immediately gets on the phone and says, we have a problem. I'll take care of my end, you take care of yours. Who do you think he was calling? I honestly think that he was calling Melissa. I think that him and Melissa, that whole thing, I'm telling you right now, I am telling you, I don't think him and Melissa were ever really together. I think it was all a setup. And I think the whole thing with him kissing Spencer and breaking up with Melissa, I think it was all a setup. Something's wrong, dude. Okay, Mr. De Laurentiis wants a divorce. Who the fuck cares? Boom. 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 Ezra's not the father.
Booyah.
Go to our last recap. Go to the freaking one before that. We knew this. We told you this, people. We knew he was not the father. We knew it. Fuck you, Maggie. Get out of this fucking life.
I swear to God. Fucking...
But see, now here's the thing, okay? I know that Ezra pretty much fucked up his and Arya's relationship by bringing Maggie into the picture. If he wanted to be in his son's life, that's absolutely fine, but there was no need for him to have Maggie move in with him and everything like that, which completely fucked things up for him and Arya. Put a lot of stress on their relationship and everything. And you guys know out there, I am not an Arya Ezra fan, but for some reason right now, in this last episode, I was like, oh my god, dude, I want Ezra and Arya back together for some reason. I don't know why. I feel so bad for Ezra right now. And what he really needs is Arya.
Sarah, on the other hand, doesn't.
I don't.
But
I think he kick rocks.
What he really needs right now is Arya. And I honestly think that, like, it sucks because the whole, like, it's just the timing of everything. Ezra wanted Arya when Arya didn't want him, and now...
It's always how it goes, isn't it, boys and girls?
Anyway, so we knew that he wasn't the father. We told you this. Whatever. Caleb starts to cry when he's talking to Hannah about not being able to protect her.
He's so fucking cute.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, if something happens to him...
He's not going to be on the show anymore.
I understand that, but if something fucking happens to him...
Okay, so Wren is being a creep. That's literally what I have written down. And at this point, he was just talking to Mrs. Hastings about Mona being up to no good.
You almost were my family.
Yeah, you almost were my family. I'll
have a macaroon.
Fucking family. Oh my god.
Yeah, she'd want to be his family.
Oh, yeah. So now, anyway, Wren is being a creep, talking to Mrs. Hastings. She's like, you know, what the hell are you doing here? Like, I want nothing to do with you. You broke my daughter's heart, whatever. So, again, poor Ezra. Calling Arya and Arya not picking up. God damn it, Arya.
Good.
Damn it. Okay, why is it that... Okay, if you guys remember in, like, the first couple episodes of the season, Mrs. De Laurentiis is almost in, like, not, like, rude, but in a very bitchy way. Like, oh, Hannah, it's nice to see you kept the weight off. Like, almost like something Allison would say. Like, really kind of cruel to Hannah. But then when Emily comes out to her and tells her that she's gay, I'm so proud of you.
I'm very proud of you, Emily. It's too bad that Allison didn't have the same types of feelings. I can't picture anyone else.
Yeah, like, I mean...
That would be better for her to love, whatever the fuck she said.
Yeah, I'm so confused with that. But anyway, okay, so, boom, we figure something out. The whole frat party a couple years ago, when the girl falls down the steps that went upstairs with Ian. Allie pushed the girl down the steps. and blamed it on CeCe. And that's how CeCe got kicked out of school. Shocker? No. We'll get into that in a minute. The bows from the Halloween story, the bows that are in the little girl's hair, are sitting on the dresser
You sure
in
those are the
Allie's
same
room.
bows?
Positive. Whatever. If they're not, shoot me. Whatever. They looked awfully
Are
similar,
you
and they
sure
zoomed into them.
They're the same bows.
Whatever. Really? Really? Hannah, really? Red coat is literally 2 inches behind you.
She's like this.
Yeah.
Get forward a little bit.
Looking in the mirror. Strike a pose. Vogue. Yeah. Ah. Like, are you kidding me, girl? Like, come on.
You couldn't feel my presence.
Come on. Like, you didn't know she was standing right behind you. And then, like, oh, she's gone. There's nothing there. Come on, get the fuck out of here. Okay, anyway. Mona and Veronica Hastings are going at it. Boom, Veronica.
That's
I
a
bet
creepy
you.
way to put that.
I bet you that, you know, I'm sure you scare a lot of people, Mona. Well, guess what? So do I.
Oh, God, here comes Jeremy.
Again, I have it written down for Ezra. Spencer pulling a freaking, like, Einstein move over here. I don't know, trying to trigger Dr. Palmer's memory by playing.
That was genius, but she's very smart.
It was ridiculously smart. But anyway, she plays that, and he's talking about, you know, how Toby would want to be here to see her play and everything like that. And then he says, oh, our time's up for today, and I've got to go. And then he says, show Mrs. De Laurentiis to my office. So they talk to Allie's mom about it, and they say, like, I guess that CeCe...
I passed it.
That's really good. I guess
Level 60 on Candy
CeCe
Crush that we don't play
61.
anymore. Yes.
61.
I guess
61, sorry.
CeCe was pretending to be Allison. I guess that they had this prank war going on, or whatever it was, that they pretended to be each other and pretty much sabotage each other, which is a really fucked up friendship, but that's what they do. So I guess that CeCe went to Radley and pretended to be Allison, that was having like a mental breakdown and wanted to stay there, and then Mrs. De Laurentiis like went running down there to see her, and it wasn't her, it was CeCe.
Kind of brings you back to that episode where CeCe was wearing the yellow shirt, like we said umpteen episodes ago, videos ago, whatever, about how they were dressed alike and everything, and okay.
Yeah. So we know, so everyone's automatically thinking Mrs. De Laurentiis that Dr. Palmer is talking about must have been CeCe from that time because it happened right after one another. Here's the thing. If it was the same person, in fact, it's almost like Dr. Palmer has seen, the way he's speaking of her, it's almost as if he's seen her on multiple occasions. And this was just kind of a one-time prank. So there's something more behind that. Something more is going on than what meets the eye, and I'm sure we'll figure it out. I have written down here, Wren, so Mrs. Hastings goes in and talks to the girl, to Spencer and Caleb and Hannah, and says that somebody gave an anonymous tip. And I have written down here, Wren probably had something to do with anonymous tip. Boom, next scene. Wren had something to do with the anonymous tip.
As he's coloring the picture in.
But he's coloring a red coat on that picture.
With dark hair.
On a girl with dark hair. Dark hair. Which, who do we know
That's
that
going
has
to
dark
be you
hair?
screaming tonight if you don't stop
Jenna,
it.
Shauna, Melissa. Who else has dark hair? I'm not saying that this is an absolute concrete
Aria.
clue, but
Emily,
yeah,
Spencer.
something is up with that. So
Mrs. Hastings.
I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
Ella.
A.
A.
But I mean, we'll see. That's it for now. But we have a theory that we will do next week, or I'm sorry, that we'll probably do sometime later this week about CeCe and Allison together. We have a theory, a good theory on that, and we will talk about that soon. So, love yas.